Good morning, all. It is very bright and early. As you can see, it's dark as hell in the shop. It's only, there we go. It is only 6:38 in the morning. But I just wanted to do a quick review. I'm not going to do very many of these, I don't think. But I'm just going to do a quick review of my shop back here. It's Bauer. Just some garbage, garbage stuff you pick up at Harbor Freight. I got their Cyclone and the 6-gallon shop vac. Yeah, I know shop vac's a brand and all, but you know what I'm saying. Wet dry vac. And I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm surprised on, yeah, it doesn't have, it may not be the best of suction on the end of it, but this Cyclone, I'm going to show you this very quick. Let me set this down. Sorry. So, yeah, it's plugged in. I'll kick this thing on. It's not overly loud. It's not terribly loud, but it's does a pretty decent job. So I'll just do a quick. Good enough for now. Just to show you the quick demonstration. So, I have never used this shop vac, this wet dry vac, sorry, without that Cyclone. It's never been used yet. Always have had it attached to that Cyclone. So, I mean, look at that. There's nothing in there. Nothing at all. I mean, the filter, I don't see a single speck on there. And for just a Harbor Freight, Bauer brand, I don't know if it's like their good brand or not, but still Harbor Freight. I'm going to pop this open real quick. I don't have a spot to set this. Go bouncing on my bench vise there, or not vise, grinder. And then open this up, and there's all the sawdust that I just vacuumed up, plus a little bit more from earlier. But it's all going into here. So this little Cyclone that they just, I think it's a brand new product from what I understand. Here's the, I don't know if you can get a good view of that. It's not focusing on there. Model 2052-BDS. Yes, they're really doing a very good job focusing. At least it's on the screen here. But it's their little Cyclone dust separator. It came with. Let me put it back. The lid back on here. So it came with the dust separator. Came with this lid, as you can see, it's just a regular 5-gallon bucket. It came with the lid, the Cyclone, the little adapter to connect to the hose from the shop vac, this hose, 2 clamps, and that's it. Now I went, like I said, I got that guy, which came with the the shop vac itself, the hose, 2 of these, this guy, and that is it. And then at Lowe's I picked up their universal kit for some extra length here, which is that piece of hose and an adapter to connect it to here, and that extra adapter down there. So he was before discount $55. This was $40, and the extra hose stuff was I think $30. Rough guessing. I mean, like 25 or something like that. So I'm just giving you high prices. Basically, that might cover your taxes. But this whole setup works. I have not used it on my miter saw here. It's the only thing that I have that actually has a dust collection port. My table saw, I'm going to set up one. My router does, but I haven't used it yet. And then that stuff doesn't yet. But I'm going to say it, and I didn't do anything extra. Some people in the reviews, as far as on Harbor Freight's website, you know, they had to modify this, which you can see it's kind of bent a little bit here. I could probably put a piece of, what one guy did is put a piece of plywood on the bottom side of the lid to kind of give that some more sturdiness, which could be done. I didn't seal this, didn't put any caulk or anything in there, no gaskets. It's just on there. So the suction could be better if I seal up all these things, but for just vacuuming on the floor, it did good. My review is, and it's not too loud, as you heard, for me anyways. It's quieter than, well, at least for sure, the table saw. The miters, probably. I mean, I haven't ran them together, because like I said, I haven't hooked it up to nothing. But it was worth it. It was cheaper than all your ones that you can find on the, you know, a lot of the high-end stuff, or not high-end, but the real name brand kind of things. But it did good. It's got to find a new home, because as you can see, I've got a very small shop. I'm planning on putting the shop vac itself up there in that corner. I've got a little remote power button thingy coming for that outlet. And then I was kind of thinking, which if I get any comments on this thing before I get to it, I got to get a subscriber and comments on all the stuff here. I have no subscribers yet, so subscribe, click, like, all that crap. But think about somehow taking the actual cyclone part and maybe suspending it from the ceiling, but it may be too low now that I look at it. And that was one thought, is just basically hanging the, just putting the hook up there and using the handle and just hanging it from a hook up there, just get it out of the way. Another thing is to mount it up here on the wall as well, and then just have that hose, because there should be plenty of hose. I just want it kind of out of the way. I mean, it sits a little tall, especially with this bend here, with this, because you don't want to do 90, so that little bend there. But that is only far enough to reach, so it's got to go somewhere within distance of that. I put that up specifically for the shop vac, just to get it out of the way. But yeah, as far as review goes, buy it. It's cheap. If you're just working on a budget, or just, you know, some little project money, it's worth it. I would say definitely buy this thing. I spent right around $100 for that whole thing, and then like the I don't want to say anything bad about any specific companies, but the ones I was googling that are more that you find on your woodworking websites, and a lot of you guys that are out here been doing this for a while and get, you know, and nothing bad. You guys put your hard work in, but get your free tryout parts of them, or you know what I'm saying. These guys, the companies will send you stuff to do reviews and stuff on. These guys did not send me this thing for free. I went to Harbor Freight and bought it. I haven't got anything for free, and I would use it. Well, I'm going to use it. I'd recommend it. If you're on a budget, you know, just wanting to spend a little bit of money to help keep the shop cleaner, get this Bauer. It's worth it. Definitely worth it. Like I said, not too loud, and there's nothing in it. So that's my review of this Bauer Cyclone. Enjoy.